Another day, another D2R challenge. And as always, the rules are simple. No stats, no mercenaries, and no deaths. That's right, we're going to be playing from Act 1 normal all the way through to Act 5 hell without gaining any stats, without using any mercenaries, and on hardcore, which means one death, run is over. We will be able to get some small bonuses from quests because they will be all allowed. So think like the 5 stat points from Act 3, the Potion of Life from Act 3, and the resistances from Act 5, and so on. Without further ado, let's get into it. What's going on, guys? It's been a while. I'm sure I did a little intro or something so you guys know what's going on, but this is going to be a fun one. I think we can actually probably do like a player's aid to start. Get some extra experience, but another no stat challenge. Yeah, listen, I think, you know, the first one, it wasn't easy. But I think it had a little bit of ease to it just from the fact that we were playing a paladin, and you know, paladins are kind of broken like that. Holy Fire is just like a huge free carry through normal. You know, you inherently have a bunch of resistances from the paladin shields, etc, etc. Now, as you can see, we level up, we actually get no stats this time. So last time, I was actually just not using the stats, which, okay, fair, right? It's the same thing, I guess, but this way, we don't even get stats for a level. So that's the only mod that I'm using, is that it actually takes away the stats that you get on level, which I think is pretty sweet. That way I can't make a mistake, and you guys don't have to just trust that I'm not doing it. I literally can't. Now, again, maybe this is an intro or maybe not. I'm going to make it afterwards, but one of the caveats to that is that I can use stat points from the quests. So we're going to have 15 stat points to use from normal to hell. It's not that many. It's not that many at all. I do have a couple tricks up my sleeve. And, I mean, well, it's not really a trick, but obviously we're going to be using a lot of summons with the Druid. We need some way of keeping us alive. If you guys didn't see the Paladin playthrough, spoiler alert, if you wanted to watch it, I'll leave it in the comments below if you want to check it out. But one big thing that was just absolutely massive was the Valkyrie that we got through, I think it was the Peace Rune word. So using that, I mean, having no mercenary and no summons, the Valkyrie was absolutely essential when we got to hell for, you know, those archer packs that are just going to absolutely melt you. The good old amplified damage, might, fanaticism, archer pack. Yeah, it's no fun to play with. Now, the Druid's going to be a little bit easier on that front. I think that, like, everybody knows that Poison Creeper can pretty much get you through normal, if not, like, some of Nightmare. But we're not going to be doing just the Poison Creeper. We are going to be using as many meat shield summons as we can. So, we're thinking one of the wolves, I think this one is... Yeah, I think the Direwolf is more tanky. The Grizzly's going to be great. The Oak Sage is going to keep us alive. And then we'll have to look into whether we want the Carrion Vine or the Solar Creep. I think the Carrion Vine's probably going to be better for some heal. But, like I said, I have some tricks up my sleeve. But that doesn't mean I don't want to hear from you guys. If you guys have any ideas, I'm going to be putting these out pretty much daily, maybe every other day. But I won't be playing ahead. So what you see is pretty much where I'm at, as long as you see it within the first couple of days. So if you guys have questions, hints, tips, ideas, leave me a comment. I would love to hear it. Okay. Really think we need anything else here? Let's go do the den, and for the den, I'm going to go down to players 1. Speedrunning tactics, man. Listen, I took a little bit of a break, but that doesn't mean that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I remember some stuff. There he is, the one little guy left. Boom. Very good.
Is that all of them?
Okay, fantastic. Listen, guys, if you're making a new character, don't forget to take advantage of javelins. Absolutely. They're just so overpowered early on. It's crazy. Okay, we ended up getting a few things that I'd like to identify. A little bit of gold, maybe. Yeah. That's actually not bad. We will keep that. Also, absolutely insane. Remember, guys, we're not using stats. So, vitality, out the door. Like, it's bad enough that we're not going to have the strength and maybe sometimes dexterity not to equip items. But, like, not having life is terrible. An 8 life small charm from the den is absolutely crucial to keeping this character alive. And we'll probably just keep going into Poison Creeper here. Yeah, one more point, and I'm going to save the next couple because we're going to need to get Oak Sage and Spirit Wolf. But Poison Creeper is really going to be carrying us through the majority here. But that's such a great pickup. We're not going to be able to use it for 10 levels, but awesome. Man, another huge downside of not having a vitality. Not having any stamina. Stamina problems are already, like, just so annoying in the early game. But having it on a no stat is pretty bad. So we're going to stock up on stamina potions. I'm going to buy myself a belt. And put those into my my little hot bar here. What do you got for me? Anything? I'll take this one. Tangerine. Why not? Okay, that'll do. Walking around is no fun. Oh, the burial grounds. Listen, the mausoleum and the crypt might be okay for items in their chests. I've never really found anything in normal, though. And we can't use mercenaries, so I'm skipping this. Just gonna skip this quest entirely. Okay, we've unlocked ravens. Not necessarily the most useful summon, but another summon nonetheless. And we actually picked up a jewel and an amulet. I'll have to ID those later.
Good day.
Oh, we've already run into something we can't use. Large axe, 25 strength. This is the kind of thing that, like, maybe if I ID'd it and it was insane, like, yeah, I'd probably use that at level 3. 12 to 23 damage, probably pretty good to, you know, until at least it breaks. Not gonna happen, though. Let's make sure we have scrolls and get these rings identified. See, this, I mean, 1 strength is not very much, but that's the kind of stuff we're looking for. 2 strength here. It might not seem like much, but it's genuinely a lot when it comes to this kind of challenge, so I'm pretty happy about it. It probably won't end up, you know, being any good, but listen, we'll take what we can get. Alright, there's level 6. Now, normally I would go for the Oak Sage first, and I think I still will, but it just hurts that the max life is not going to be nearly as impactful as it might normally be, but from 62 to 81, I mean, 30% is 30%. Even though it's quite low, it's still pretty big. And our first wolf head, and it's nothing. Aesthetics only. Hey, at least I look cool. Anything good from these charms? A little bit of fire res. A little bit of stamina. I mean, I'll keep them. I don't want them cluttering up the inventory too much. But both are kind of good for right now, so we'll keep it. And there's level 7, so I could get my Spirit Wolf. Part of me just wants to get more Poison Creeper, but let's get our Wolf. Start getting our numbers up. I'm interested to see whether this guy will stay alive or just kind of be a waste of mana, so I guess we'll see. But the Vine is just doing insane damage. I'm not surprised that this thing can carry you all the way through normal. Poison damage is so good when it's so close together, 50 to 56 over 4 seconds. Not too long, not too broad. It's like a Goldilocks poison damage. Look at the poison damage just going absolutely crazy. Nice. And an amulet, sweet. And there's our scroll, and we have no room for it, of course. I don't think I'm actually going to use either of these now that I think about it. Rubies, very good though. I mean, that's one thing that I used a lot with the Paladin. Perfect rubies, tons of health, and you basically just get as many sockets as you can in your body armor and your helmet. That was pretty much half of the reason I stayed alive. That and the Valkyrie only reason I could do that challenge. We'll probably be using that again. Not the Valkyrie, like I said, but the rubies for sure. I don't know if I'll spend as much time gambling for, like, you know, Jewelers of the Squid armor, which was a huge help, but not completely necessary. But either way, we're going to have to stack those rubies and maybe play a little bit with the gem shrines. Just a little bit. Alright, let's go get our boy back.
Ah, yes. Ruins.
Ruins.
Fate of all cities.
Yeah, I think I might actually do a little bit of
This place.
Trist running right now. Getting levels is one of the only way we're going to get a little bit of health. That, and you know, there's a couple other ways that we'll probably talk about later in the run, but might be worth just getting a few levels here, so probably do that.
You have risked your life to rescue Cain.
Anything good? That's it? Oh, come on. Never good.
Greetings.
Unfortunate. Well, in the trash she goes. At least Cain will ID our stuff for free. But yeah, I get excited about that ring every time, and it's... God, it's always a disappointment. Oh! Not bad. Our first set item. And... a rare wolf head. This could be insane. Oh, that's so bad. I mean, okay, the res and the faster hit recovery, sure, but Arctic Blast and Werewolf? It's better than nothing, I suppose. And we actually can't even use this because we don't have enough strength, so we'll hang on to it, but yeah. Level 11, I'll probably get a couple more levels and then move on. Got so excited there, too.
Ah, yes. Ruins.
Okay, I think this will be the last run. I mean, it's pretty quick. I haven't been doing this for very long. Maybe, I don't know, 5 minutes? And... come on, die so I can finish this sentence, please. Oh, didn't even level. Well, we're about to hit 14, so it's pretty good. He'll be happy with it. Now, if this were hell, I wouldn't even want to be in Tristram, because these archers are absolutely deadly. This exact kind of group is how I lost my first hardcore character, so... But level 14, we can't go wrong with that. Now, I've been putting all my points into Poison Creeper, because I think it's going to carry me the rest of the way. Through Act 1, and probably into Acts 2 and 3 at the very least. I do want to branch off and get more wolves, and eventually the Grizzly, obviously, at level 30. But for right now, I think the Poison Creeper just doing insane damage is just going to get us through. And I think that's fine. So, faster cast rate, why not? Tons of rejuvenation potions. So that's perfect. Let's go to the jail. Beautiful. I love getting the jail quickly. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, by the way, with our levels, 107 health. Really great. You only get a couple points a level, but then you get 30% more from the Oak Sage, and every little bit counts when you can't use Vitality. But another thing is we're just going to skip the Malice because I don't want to use the Imbue quest until we're in Hell. I just don't think it makes any sense. I think we're going to get the most use out of it, which is probably no use because I have yet to roll anything decent from the Imbue quest. But hopefully our luck changes in this run and we can get like a decent pelt. Or, yeah, I don't really think there's anything else that's going to be worth imbuing. But a decent pelt with some life and some sockets will be really, really good for Hell. So, we'll have 3 ready to go, Act 1 Hell. Now, we do have Werewolf from the pelt here. Just one point. And I was thinking about shapeshifting. 25% max life. Pretty good. But then when you're in... oh, you actually can still summon. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Werebear. Lycanthropy. Basically just these two. And then summons as the offense. Is that going to work? Let me know what you guys think. We're gonna start theory crafting. Now that I know that I can actually summon in the werewolf, this wolf head just got a lot better. I'm pretty happy about that now. Okay, here we go. The cathedral has been reached. Super annoying about the stamina, but what's good is that we finally have enough gold. We're up to about 11k that I can just kind of like sit in town and buy 8 potions and chug them all because they stack. And now I should be good on stamina for like a little bit, so at least there's that. Bone Ash, my buddy, indicating that I'm almost done with the act. A sight for sore eyes. The Poison Creeper is great because you can cast it kind of on the enemy you want it to target, and it'll usually do one hit before it kind of goes off and finds a new target. Rare Jewel? Damn. Rare Jewels could be a pretty good source of stats, but I mean, you know what? I'm just gonna put this in here because why not? Probably won't use either of those separately later on, so let's get a little bit of fire res. 35. Not necessarily great for Andy. Could use poison res, but it is what it is. The poison creeper is insane. 150 damage at level 15 is pretty crazy. I'm not sure how it's going to do against Andy. I don't think we'll have a problem. It might just be a little bit slow, but we will soon see. Ooh. One to werebear. Like, that might be even better. Because you get 75% max life. Yeah, this, I don't know, this might be really great. Is it worth losing the faster hit recovery and the fire res? Probably. Probably. Let's see what our health goes to. Okay. This is like a cheat code. We almost doubled our health. Okay. I think this is great. The only reason I wasn't in Werewolf, by the way, is because the duration is only 40 seconds. So, yeah, I think that's the duration from Lycanthropy. And we might just want to put 1 point in there. But for now, I mean, that's insane. This is going to keep us very healthy. There we go. Level 4. Okay, let's clear this out. And then we're going to quickly head back to town. Because obviously we need to stack up on antidotes. Make sure that we're geared up for Andy as much as we can be. But just look at the damage, guys. Like, this is insane. And the werebear is really not that bad. It runs out and I just reactivate it. It doesn't cost too much mana. What is it, 15? Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing not too shabby. Okay, sweet. Antidote potions, and you know what I'll do as well is just some more staminas. Just so we can run around freely. I think we have more than enough health and mana. We should be okay. Let's see how this goes. God, wherever. Beautiful. We got 59 poison res. Yeah, this is just. Okay, I know that it's Act 1 normal. I'm just getting excited, guys. I'm ready for this. It's been a long time. I'm excited for the challenge. How quick are we going to take down Andy? Not very quickly. It's not terrible. I wonder if this is the kind of situation where I maybe use my javelins here. Yeah. Maybe. It's not terrible. It is a little bit scary, though. To be honest. Okay, Wolf, I'm gonna need you to tank for me. At least you tanked 1 hit. Slowly but surely, we'll get through this. It's the main downside for the Poison Creeper. Not too great on the bosses, but not useless, just, you know, not nearly as good as the regular creeps, but no big deal. We're chunking her down, we're staying healthy, the wolf is tanking. And later on, I think the wolves will be a lot better. Right now, we have a level 1. We only have one of them. And he's still doing a great job. Let's go. Okay, diamond. It would have been nice to get a ruby there, but it is what it is. No big deal. I just want to pick this up for some gold, but guys, we did it. Oh, it feels so good to even just beat Act 1 normal with no stats. Like, 25 vitality, 18 strength. And, I mean, dude, the werebear is just awesome. Pretty sweet. Dude, see, something like this. Yeah, 8 life. A little bit of mana. If this was on a pelt. Bunch of items we can't use. Because we don't have the strengths. You have to get used to that. But I guess that's all for us. Let's go to Act 2.
Look at your presence.
Nice. Feels good, man. Feels good. And in case any of you guys are wondering, like, why didn't I think of these things before? Like, why did I not know that you could summon things when in werebear, you know, the life bonus? Like, didn't you look this up first? And honestly, no. I have the rules for this challenge that were, you know, sent to me by a viewer who inspired me to do this challenge, and I just picked a class, and I was like, let's see what we can figure out along the way, and that's part of what makes it like super exciting for me. So I just love doing it that way. All right, guys, like I said, if you guys have any tips, recommendations, advice, questions, whatever you got, leave them in the comments. I'm going to be posting these pretty frequently, so try to get in there early, and we can work together to figure out this no stat, no mercenary challenge. Huh. Hardcore, I'll mention again. Sweet. Awesome. Listen, thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one. Shout out to the Double D Lover members that you see on the screen. If you guys want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. Link is in the description below. Thank you so much.